because you're scared and embarrassed and you don't want to tell anyone.
Edges are blurring all around, and yesterday's done.
There are a lot of changes from grade school to middle school. Your parents treat you like adults when it comes to work and responsibilities, and then they treat you like a little kid when you want to do something.
Feel the flow, hear what's happening, where what's happening. Don't you know where the movers, where the shakers, where the names in tomorrow's papers, up to us men to show 'em.
Being 12 and 13 is a hard age. You feel like you always want to do something with a friend, but they're not always there.
Sometimes you get yourself up from the fall, and as soon as you feel good, you crash again.
When you like a boy, he just ignores you, unless you're really pretty and have a good reputation.
It's all time, breathe it in. What's to change and what's to win? Our turn coming through. Me and you, pal, me and you.
Sometimes people can be really mean, and they might not even know it.
The worst thing about being this age is nobody listens to you. You try to tell people how you feel, but they just laugh in your face.
Sometimes even little things can set you off, and you feel like your whole life is ruined.
Feel how it quivers on the brink.
What?
Everything
Gives you the shivers, makes you think there's so much stuff to say.
and you and me will be singing it like the birds. Bring it music and you with words. Tell us things they don't know. Up to us have to show 'em.
Sometimes it seems like the age you always dreamed of becomes your worst nightmare.
It's our time, breathe it in. What's to change and what's to win? Our turn, where what's new? Me and you, pal. Me and you.
I hate it when you get blamed for something you didn't do just because you're the oldest. I have a 2-year-old sister, and if anything happens to her, it's my head. The other day, she got a magic marker and wrote all over her clothes. My dad was sitting at his desk paying the bills. My mom was lying on the couch reading Cosmopolitan. Well, guess who got blamed for it? Wasn't my dad. No, the head of the household can never get blamed for anything. So my parents marched to my door, knocking loudly, repeating my full name and screaming, "Look what happened to your sister." So I said, "Yeah?" My mom tried to get my dad to punish me, but he let me off with just a warning. So then I got even with them. A couple of days later, my parents went out and left my sister alone with me when they really could have taken her with them. So I played a Flying Lemon Jefferson record and she ran under the table. Then I went to do the laundry and she accidentally fell in the dryer. Well, only kidding. Anyway, she hated being around me. That's why whenever she got stuck playing with me, she always screams no. Well, my dad gets up from his desk, my mom puts down her Cosmopolitan, and they both see to her. And me, well, I just go outside for a while.
When I grow up, I'm gonna be the first doctor in space. Maybe then I'll get some peace without my brother or sister bothering me.
Being the only child is the pits, because when something happens, there's no one to blame it on.
I used to think I was adopted because I couldn't find any baby pictures of me.
When my parents yell at me, I feel that they're not helping. They're just saying stuff loud. But when they talk to me as a friend, I feel that I'm taking in the words and sending them to my heart. And then I feel that they really care for me.
If parents would just give us a chance to do what we want with our lives, it'd be great. Instead of them telling us what they want for us, that's why when I go to college, it'll be far away. I'll probably go to Princeton.
I just feel like running away and never coming back. But I know I won't because I love my family too much to replace them with sorrow.
Everybody gets on my case, and I feel like a loner. Sometimes I just go into my closet and stay there for an hour.
It's more than you, it's more than me. No matter what we are meant to be. This dream is for all of us, this one can be real. And you can't stop us now, because of how you feel. It's more than you, it's more than me. Whatever dreams we have is for the family. We're not alone anymore. Now there are others there, and that dream's big enough for all of us to share. So don't think you're not going anywhere. You're staying and taking your share. And if you get afraid again, I'll be there. We are a family, like a giant tree, branching out to the sky. We are a family, we're so much more than just you and I. We are a family, like a giant tree growing stronger, growing wiser, and we are growing free. We need you. We are a family.
When I grow up, I want to be a queen.
Sometimes I just don't feel like growing up. It's just not the most important thing in my life.
Little kids think of us as grown-ups, but grown-ups think of us as little kids.
Smaller isn't necessarily lesser, but
is surrounded by a big brick wall. And every time I try to set myself free, there's always that person who stacks the bricks back on. It feels like I'll never be free.
My life is too plain and simple for me. Except in the summertime, that's when I go to sleepaway camp. Yesterday, I left me behind. Today, I found myself. Tomorrow, maybe, I will come along. I wonder what next week will bring.
I planned my life 1 year ago, and I'm going to try as hard as I can to follow that plan. My life plan is to go to high school, do well, play football, get a scholarship to a good college, take business and real estate for 4 years, get a college diploma, get married, have kids, and make them as happy as I can.
I like my life. To me, it's going just great.
Diary. I can't believe I wrote all this stuff down. Oh, here's a good one. It's been a great day. I finally got Mr. Brian Wallace for math. He's gorgeous. Boy, was he ever. I wonder what it would be like if I was married to him. Mrs. Brian Wallace. What? Of course I'm paying attention. Me? Writing a note? Oh, please don't read it to the class. Not out loud. Mrs. Brian Wallace. Mrs. Brian Wallace 100 times over. Embarrassing moments.
Going to school for me means competition and being in high honor, so I think of school as an opportunity. I hate when teachers deliberately try to embarrass me or make me feel stupid just because I didn't understand something or they know I'm having problems. They give me these looks and tell me that I should know these things already. I'm not the smartest one in my class, but I can live with that. My teachers just don't think I try hard enough. They just don't understand me.
Like my mother, she thinks I'm just so, you know, just because I get one bad report card. She's like, everybody in my class is so much smarter than me. I get so frustrated. It's totally too bad, you know? Like now, nobody in my family like let me live it down. And my mother, oh my God, my mother, she like went to see my teachers. Like, gag me with a spoon.
I'm in trouble in school. My teacher, she gave us a book to read. It was a new book. I had to do something like a book report about the book. I took it home and I put it on my dresser, and my brother was reading it, and it got lost. Today's Thursday, and it's due Friday. I hope my teacher's absent. The food in the school cafeteria is disgusting. I just sit all day and eat dog food. It would taste better. Eat that stuff forever, and you'll just drop dead.
I hate school because all the people you meet who act stupid and giggle and make up jokes that aren't even funny.
I like being in this school. My teachers are nice.
It's not school that I hate, it's the classes.
I hate math class because we have assigned seats.
Good morning, class.
Good morning, Miss Ward.
We will begin today's math
math class with a rather simple multiplication problem. 64 times 4. What? I write down 64, and under it I put a 4. Then I draw a little line underneath. 4 times 4 equals 16. Write down the 6, carry the 1. But if you're afraid you can get that little 1, which is all you'll understand anyway.
2 and 2 is 4. 4 and 4 is 8. 8 and 8 is 16. 16 and 16 is 32. And that's what it's
Remember that one that we called out as a 10 anyway? But that's not the final step in our problem. We must multiply. Oh, you all know your multiplication tables, don't you? Well, anyway, 4 times 6 equals 24.
I don't really like arithmetic. I don't really like numbers. But I really like fishing and swimming and running around, eating and sleeping and rolling on the ground. I hate arithmetic.
Remember that 24 that we have to write down? Well, that still is not the final step. We must go back again. 4 times 4, 16. That 1 which we know is in the 1 column. Then we go to 4 times 6, which we know is 24. We add that 1.
Shopping is so much fun. Watching soaps and chewing gum. Putting on our makeup and fixing our hair. We're getting through our lessons first. It's just what it would take to get through it. I don't really like shopping. It's so much fun. I really like watching soaps and chewing gum. Really like putting on our makeup and fixing our hair. We're getting through our lessons first. It's just what it would take to get through it. I don't really like shopping. It's so much fun. I really like watching soaps and chewing gum. Really like putting on our makeup and fixing our hair. We're getting through our lessons first. It's just what it would take to get through it. I really like shopping. It's so much fun. I really like watching soaps and chewing
Remember, 4 times 6 equals 24. You add 1 because we know it's 10. It equals 4 times 6, 25. And the answer is
256.
Exactly, class.
Not fair. All these girls think you've got it great. I just want to stand up for myself and some of the other kids in the power car because it's not easy at all. All these girls think that we're so smart and we handle twice as much work as the average kid. They expect all A's and B's. You should never get a progress report. And many of them assume that we love school. Ha! What do they know? We're just kids. What do they want from us? That's only half the problem. The second half is the other kids. They tease us, call us names. I just plain ignore us. Even some of my really good friends will tease me about it. They say, you nerd, only joking. They say they're only joking. Sometimes I wonder.
The one thing I truly hate about life is other people judge you. Ever since 5th grade, I really didn't dress in. It's amazing how that can change the amount of friends you have. I wore cute things, not cool things. All in 5th grade and the beginning of 6th, I hardly had any friends. Finally, people started to like me for me. But the moves of Cloonan set me back again. By the end of 7th grade, my best friends started to act like the others had. I was excluded from the gay, terrified shopping alone. I told my parents, and they asked if a new and different wardrobe would ease the tension and pressures between me and my classmates. This past summer, my sister helped me look for an in wardrobe. I couldn't believe it. I wasn't excluded anymore, at least, not yet.
I need to feel good about myself. I think I don't look right one day at school. I'll feel weird all day. I won't go hide in a corner for 24 hours, but I'll feel strange. And I love to buy clothes because looking good makes me feel good.
When I lived in Wilton, my best friend was Kathy. We were the best of friends. We never fought or argued. It was great. We were best friends for about 3 years. Then this girl Amanda and I became really great friends. Well, anyway, Amanda had this party, and during that party, Kathy and I had a huge argument. Amanda later told me she didn't like my attitude towards Kathy. Then Kathy and I had another huge argument. Then Amanda and Kathy had a huge argument. Then Amanda and I did. Well, I left the party around 11, even though the party was a sleepover. That ruined my friendship with both Kathy and Amanda. It also wasted 3 years of my life.
School is pretty good, except I hate doing the work. I mean, I don't mind learning and doing the activities, except the work is tiring. The best part of going to school is seeing my friends. That's important to me.
I have to spend the classroom with people, especially with friends. They just won't treat me normal just because I'm handicapped. Some people think I'm different, but what they don't know is that I can do most of the same things they do. Sometimes I think all they want of my friendship is just to take advantage of me, like when I'm at school. Since I go up and down on the elevator, I get out of my classes early. They want to come and help so they can get out of class. Sometimes I just don't want to have any friends, but everyone needs a friend, even me.
My mother goes out a lot, so I'm home alone. I don't mind being alone, but lately I've been keeping my thoughts locked inside of me. And then they just drift off into oblivion.
You know, my big brother is the best. He's always helping me.
My brother used to be very good to me, and he always used to talk to me. But he's changed now because he has a wife and a baby on the way.
My sister's 1, and I'm 13. And just 3 weeks ago, we had a baby sister. We're 3 sisters now. We're the 3 Musketeers. There's no doubt about that. And we're as best friends as 3 can be. Together.
Sometimes my brother and I fight. We fight a lot about little things. He usually starts, But he just does it because he wants to be like me.
On my dresser near my bed, I have a picture of my little sister when she was 3. She's smiling, and her hazel eyes are sparkling like my dad's do sometimes. My mom has her voice on a tape. When she was 6, my sister died. And I miss her very much. Only 3 years younger than I. The fun we could be having. I'd do anything in my power to get her back. I'm sure she's in heaven. She didn't have time to do anything wrong. Sadly enough, all I remember are the silly things she used to do. She used to suck ketchup out of the container. She had a big mouth when it was open. And she always sang God is Good in Yellow Submarine. And in the morning, before I left for school, she always gave me a kiss on my cheek. She was a saint and an important person. I only cry when I think of what she's missing and what a great and beautiful person she was. Then I start to pray to her in heaven, thanking her for watching over me and being such a great sister.
My dad and I used to talk all the time. I could tell him everything. Now that I'm getting older, Dad and I are drifting apart.
I have parents that are divorced, and inside I feel sad. I wish they had never broken up.
But I can see they did it for a reason, and it will never change between them. Now, as I look out through the audience, I realize it will never be the family that we used to be. I will always love my mom and my dad, but I still can't help dreaming the day when I can love them together.
Another good one. You see, I was madly in love with this boy. What's his name? What's his name? Well, all I wanted to do was talk to him on the phone, so if someone answers, hang up. If someone answers, hang up. No, I can't go through with it. Maybe I'll wait till Judy comes over. It's always easier talking to a boy when your best friend's around. Maybe I'll wait till then.
Well, my parents, they used to let me talk on the phone all the time until I was ready to get off. But now they give me certain hours because they say I talk too much.
Well, there's this girl that I go with, and whenever we're on the phone, I don't know what to talk about.
Let me tell you,
I have lots of hobbies. The most important one of all is talking on the telephone.
My brother's a real pain. He doesn't know how to mind his own business. Whenever someone calls for me, he hangs up in their face.
Guess what? Judy's mad. I talked to him for over an hour.
Hi, Nancy. Hi, Helen. What a story, what a glory. Telling tales. Tell me quick about Eagle and Pam.
Hi, Margie. Hi, Alice. What story, morning glory? Something what I haven't heard. Have you heard about Hugo and Kiss? Did they really get pissed? Did you kiss them and cry?
My mother's a very, very nice person. She's probably the greatest mother that I can imagine.
I envy some of my friends who are able to really talk to their moms about problems they have. I have nobody to talk to, except my friends. And sometimes they're not enough. I know if my mom found out anything, it would go in one ear and come out the mouth.
She said I can't watch TV until further notice. I said that if I can't watch the Super Bowl, I just won't be around January 25th.
My mother treats me all right sometimes, but I think she loves my brother the best.
My mom loves me, I can tell. First thing she said to me when she came home from her trip last weekend was, "Did you finish your homework?" I said, "I'm in the middle of it now." She blew her top. "What? You didn't finish it yet? Didn't you take it with you on your babysitting job?" I said, "No, but I'll go do it now." Then she followed me into my room and started complaining because my room is a mess. I know she loves me.
When I get a detention, I feel bad. So I have to tell my mom.
I'm very lucky. I know my mother loves me. Life is so unfair. No one really cares. My parents treat me like I'm a toy. I'm so depressed. I have no joy. My mother says I'm a burden. My father thinks I'm a pain. But they don't have to worry, because I'll leave in a hurry. I cry myself to sleep at night, because I'm afraid of the dark. But they won't let me turn on a light. I'm shut inside a lonely ark. The only one that loves me, the only one that cares, is a little brown and white animal who is my teddy bear.
Oh, Mama, please love me. That's all I really wanted from you. Oh, Mama, I miss you. And I guess we miss each other long ago. Oh, Mama, my teddy bear was the only one ever talked to me. Oh, Mama, how about Daddy? Did he get all the love leaving on for me? I want my mother's love. How long must I wait before you want to answer? And if you don't, what am I to think? Oh, Mama, won't you try one more time to show what I want you to show? Oh, Mama, it's too late now. I should never have the love you kept from me. Oh, Mama, I miss you. And I guess we missed each other long ago. I want my mother's love.
I think the teachers make everything boring. They don't make class any fun at all. All they do is talk.
Do you know what it's like to be in the highest cog in the 7th grade? Every day it feels like you're pulling a ton of rocks behind you.
I'm bored with Cloonan. I wish I was in elementary school again. It was funner.
I love chorus, and I wish we could have chorus all day, every day. But I hate it when he yells at people in chorus when they talk in rehearsal. He should just kick him out.
My mother screams at me when I do things wrong. I don't understand why she has to scream. Can't she talk in a normal voice? Honor roll, I hate it!
You know what I hate? I hate Hebrew school, Tuesday school, Sunday school. I hate the whole mess.
There's gotta be something better than this. There's gotta be something better to do. And when I find me something better to do, gonna get up, get up, get up, get up, do it. There's gotta be some respectable trade. There's gotta be something easy to learn. And when I find me something I halfway can learn, get up, get up, get up, get up, do it. No more grinding, riding habits. No more moaning, grumbling, wailing, sighing, weeping, moaning, mourning, crying. There's gotta be some life cleaner than this. There's gotta be some good reason to live. And when I find me some kind of life I can live, get up, 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 live it.
My mother doesn't tell me what to do anymore. She doesn't pick up my clothes or make me do something I don't want to do. She treats me like an adult. But being grown up does have its difficulties. I have to make my own decisions, clean my room, do certain chores, and take care of my younger sister. And if my sister and I ever get into a fight, my mom says, "You're older and you should know better." It may be fun being 13, but it's sure not easy.
One thing I like about growing up is liking boys. When you're younger, you can't stand boys. As a matter of fact, I used to beat up boys. As a matter of fact, I still do.
My friends used to think I was weird because I used to do crazy things. But now, when I have the urge to do something crazy, I stop and think what's right. I guess that's the adult in me saying, no.
What do I want to be? When I grow up, I want to be a plumber. But every time I tell people that I want to be a plumber, they laugh and say, "A plumber?"
Sometimes I feel like I want to cry, and it's for absolutely nothing at all. No reason.
Sometimes when I'm sad, I feel like crying. But I don't.
I have a dream that when I grow up, I'll be someone.
Tying shoes, starting school, paying dues, finding there's no way we can spend a lifetime playing ball.
Everyone tells me I'm accident prone. The classic one is when I throw some lemonade in an act bottle. And a couple of days later, I was sucking on it to get the juice out, when a vacuum formed. And all of a sudden, there was this great slurping noise, and my tongue got stuck in the neck of the bottle. So I ran into the bathroom to discover that my tongue was bright purple. So then I ran down the steps screaming, "God, help me!" And my parents started laughing. My dad tried to cut the bottle off with a knife, but he was laughing so hard it kept slipping. They finally got it off with pliers.
My homeroom class is dangerous. In the morning when we come in from our lockers, we look like the dead. Mouths wide open, heads down on the desk, and some are just acting silly, like always. At lunchtime, we look like a pack of wolves eating at a stakeout. And when we're finished, some even ask for more. But I still love my homeroom class, no matter how silly they are.
To the Super Bowl. The Mets won the series. And it looks like the White Sox and the Cubs are going to have their regular bad seasons. Oh well, c'est la vie.
I love being in the Cloonan chorus, because it's fun. I can't wait to come to the show.
Just look about, go to yourself to check it out.
a mad crush on someone, and you call it love. It's not really love. You don't know the first thing about love. It's just this weird feeling you have.
When you're 13, you think you're older than you really are.
When you get to 7th or 8th grade, you feel bummed out, and you just don't feel like studying anymore. You want to party.
Being 13 is fun. I can do much more than I could do before, like going on dates without my big brother coming along.
The strange part about 7th grade is that suddenly you start having crushes on anybody that's a boy. One minute you love Jimmy, the next minute you love Jeff. It must have something to do with the environment, because as soon as you walk into the building, the first boy you see is the man of your dreams. And after you've decided that you like him, then you have to find a way to tell him. What if he doesn't like you? What if he laughs in your face? Well, it's all a danger, but you have to take that chance. What if he really does like you? You may find it's worth all the worry, because now you're happy with the boy you love, at least until you fall in love with someone else the next day.
I have never had a boyfriend in my whole life, not even when I was in kindergarten.
Some girls act really silly when trying to ask a boy out. They look them over like pieces of meat. And 7th grade girls think they're really cool with going out with 8th grade boys. When I'm in the cafeteria, this is what the girls say. You see that boy over there in the black sweatshirt next to skinny kid in the yellow sweater? Yeah, I think he's cute. What do you think? He's okay, I guess.
You talking about John? He rides my bus. He is such a jerk.
Well, I think he's cute.
That kid is ugly. But I'll tell him that you like him.
Just tell him that someone thinks he's really cute.
Okay, then what's he supposed to do?
Well then, point to me, but only once. See what I mean?
I lost him! And it's all my fault. Listening to the rumors and believing lies. He hates me, and I want him back. The first time I called, I hung up before anybody answered. The second time we talked, and I apologized, but it didn't even help. He hates me, and now we don't even talk at all. I do love him, but now he doesn't love me.
I feel wonderful. Kind of. I just love this boy. I don't know if he likes me. I think he knows I like him. He's skinny and cute. He's so gorgeous. Well, anyway, when I see him in the halls every day, it feels like I'm in a dream.
Just
And I like to write letters to girls. I write romantic letters.
I like to play a lot of sports.
And helping people with their problems.
I like to give people advice.
I like to drive my mother's car.
I like to read mystery stories.
I like to eat desserts right close encounter.
It may be that I see what I want to.
Did you say something?
It may be in reality that her eyes are saying something that she never really meant to say.
Are you talking to me, Matt?
And maybe, just maybe, there's a slight possibility that what I do for you just might be for me.
Can't think of what you mean. What are you trying to say?
Inside, don't try to hide what you're feeling.
I'm not hiding anything.
You lied, it's time you tried to
I'm not lying. How dare you say that?
Maybe,
Silly.
just maybe, there's the slightest possibility that what I feel for you, you just might feel for me.
I don't feel anything for you, Matt.
Love is often very sneaky.
It is.
Never be disguised, often never realized. Don't stand by and let it fool you. Keep it fully nourished, and then just watch it flourish. I might be completely on the wrong track. To be discreet, or some misdeed, but to me I have to say a sure thing is in my heart. Maybe, just maybe, there's a slight possibility that what I do for you just might do for me. There's nothing like the power of suggestion.
Maybe, just maybe, there's a slightest possibility that what I do for you might be for you. My father would like me to be a mechanic. My mother would like me to be a teacher. But I want to be a model.
I had a friend who had a giant crush on this guy for about 4 months. She was always having someone tell him all these stupid things and give him all these dumb notes. She even asked me to call him up. I told her to call him herself, but she said she was too shy. I told her she was crazy because she was. I wasn't about to call him. I couldn't stand the jerk. But she kept on liking him just the same. A few months later, she actually talked to the bozo on the phone. And after getting to know him, she couldn't stand him either.
I like this boy, but no one knows. It's really hard to keep it inside. But I feel that people would make fun of me if I told. I'll have to tell someone sooner or later, or I'll burst. I just don't know what to do.
Someone being special, that's no way to be, not with me, can't you see? That I am just as embarrassed as you, and I can understand your point of view. I've always been shy, I confess that I'm shy. Can't you get that this confidence there is a mess
ago, we had an exchange concert. When the kids from Central Junior High came here from Greenwich, I spotted this girl in the cafeteria. Our eyes locked, but before I knew it, they were filing out. I lost sight of her. But I saw her again during rehearsal. I saw her every time I looked to my right. She winked at me more than once. Turns out that Chris met her, so I got her number through him. Last Friday, I asked her out, and she said yes. Now we're going out. She's beautiful.
I really love this girl in my music class. She is so nice and pretty. But her friends don't want me to go out with her. But boy, do I love her.
are you today?
Fine. Jason?
This boy at school is a thief. He's always trying to take my girlfriends. Everybody thinks I should fight him. He comes to school dressed like a bum with this stuff on his face. I think it's toothpaste.
He's changed me. He makes me feel glad to be alive. I've never felt like this for a boy before. But the first time I saw him, I knew he was meant for me.
Being one of the most popular kids in the 8th grade. Another great thing is girls. Everywhere. You just have to find one.
We got Reeboks on our feet. We got t-shirts nice and neat. We break out from all the pizzas that we always like to eat. We got VCRs and Walkmans and a lot of video games.
What ain't we got?
We ain't got games. We get purchased to go home. We get crowded running home. We get speeches from our mothers and we can't use telephone. We get pushed to try a cigarette. We get dizzy from the smell. What don't we get? You know damn well.
Lots of things in life are beautiful, but, brother, there is one particular thing that is nothing whatsoever in any way, shape, or form like any other.
There's nothing like a day, nothing in the world. There is nothing you can name that is anything like a day. Nothing else is built the same, nothing in the world. Has a soft and wavy brain like the silhouette of a day.
There is absolutely nothing like the frame of a day.
I love to be a liar. I'm Leo. It's my circus and I love to be in the spotlight all the time. Oh,
The girl looks like a dame, and nothing looks like a dame. There are no drinks like a dame, and nothing thinks like a dame, and nothing acts like a dame, or attracts like a dame. There ain't a thing that's wrong with
My parents can't stand the music I listen to.
They call it noise. They say they can't understand the words.
Noise? Don't let your parents kid you. Their music was no different.
Jeez, moms and dads said the same thing to us.
What do you nerds know about music?
Nerds! Go down and turn that piano. We'll show you.
Nerd. What do you say?
Yo, who put the bomb in the bomb? The bomb? Give me a beat flash. Who put the bomb in the bomb?
Who put the ram in the ram and a ding dong? Who put the bop in the bop, shabop, shabop? Who put the dit in the dit, the dit, the dit? Who put the bop in the bop, shabop, shabop? Who put the ram in the ram and a ding dong? Who put the bop in the bop, shabop, shabop? Who put the dit in the dit, the dit? Who was that man? I like to shake his hand. He made my baby fall in love with me. When my baby heard, bop, 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 we were just right into her heart. And when he heard me sing, la 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 ding dong, he said he'd never have to part. With the bop, with the bop, the bop, the bop, with the ram, the ram, the ding dong, with the bop, with the bop, the bop, the bop, with the ding, 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 ding. Who was that man? I like to shake his hand. He made my baby fall in love with me. Got me here alone. Bop, 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 bop. My baby falling all alone. And every time he can do that, 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 ding dong, she says that she loves me more. Who put the bop in the bop, bop, bop? Who put the man in the ram, ram, ding dong? Who put the bop in the bop, bop, bop? Who put the ding, 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 ding? Who put the bop in the bop, bop, bop? Who put the man in the
I sure remember my high school years. They weren't very happy ones. My family moved when I was in 8th grade, and that meant I had to make new friends. They weren't very pleasant. I had to go around with everyone else. I know, it was very terrible.
Well, I couldn't stand my 7th grade homeroom teacher. She was very pretty, had red hair, and acted really stuck up. One day she was giving us a test and she said no one can talk. While we're writing our names on our papers, I leaned over to my neighbor to ask him what the date was. The teacher saw me, came over to me, ripped up my paper, and said I had a 0 for the test. I thought that was so unfair. So I vowed never to participate in class again or even to ever speak to her.
You're right.
I remember teachers in my school, they always hit us in the hands with their rulers.
And after getting punished at school, going home and getting punished by our parents all over again.
My parents were so domineering. I know they meant well, but they didn't let me do anything.
I got suspended in the 8th grade for giving my homework paper to 2 other students.
You got suspended for that?
Yup, suspended.
Sounds like a Mr. Bass type to me.
The school year was endless. All we did was sit, listen, read, and write. Not much variety.
When we used to go to the auditorium for a play or a movie or an assembly, it would get real dark. And then my friends and I, we used to make these weird noises like, oh, and then we used to take paper clips with rubber bands and shoot them.
One day, a girl named Diane, who nobody liked too much, came up to me and asked me could she be in my group. I'll never forget that day. I never thought of myself as being head of a group. And I really felt bad that she had to ask, and she felt so left out.
Wait. I remember my first love in 8th grade. We looked for the darkest hallway to make out in.
And I was so self-conscious, I didn't have any self-confidence at all.
Well, what about that? I knew I had two options. I could retreat into my own world, or I could become the class clown. I chose class clown. Chubby, fatty. Does anybody know my real name? Does anybody know the real me? Kids were so cool. They laughed at me. The way I looked and the way I acted. Well, 20 years later at my high school class reunion, they were all paying attention to me. I'm still fat, and I'm still funny. But they were listening to me. The real me. They now know there's a person inside here.
Grew up in the worst way. Now, I wish Tom would slow down just a little.
A lie is when you're not telling the truth. A lie leads into troubles and problems.
It only leads you into another situation, and another and another.
A lie makes you feel like you get away with something you know you didn't.
Lies make people see the other side of you.
And make your girlfriend look for someone else. Everyone believes the lie told by an adult, but no one believes the lies of a child.
Lies always unravel the truth in the end.
What did I ever see? How could I ever get involved that way? Now that it's over, I can smile and say, what did I ever see? Boy, I was way out on a Now that I'm simply on the ground again. Now that I'm simply on the ground again. What did I ever see?
he likes me. There are 3 girls that I like, and I think they all want to go out with me. But I don't know which one I want to go out with. I have a lot of trouble with girls.
I like to live each day to its fullest. I mean, you only have one life to live, and I really don't care what people think of me. I don't dress or act the way people want me to. I dress and act like I want to. I think that's what makes my life successful to me. I do have some problems, but I think if you're honest, you can make good decisions and handle things all right. I like to have fun and live life. That's me.
Please, Tom, can't I have another chance, Tom? I don't know what happened, why I got so very mad, Tom. Look, Tom, it's a brand new day, so why not start for me that stop getting engaged again? Let's make up, Tom, please.
The stage is an exciting place to walk onto. The music begins. The attention's on you. You give it the most you can possibly give. And right then and there, it's the song that you live. When the music is ended and your performance is done, it's the hearts of the audience you hope you've won.
Be how it quivers on the brink, everything. Gives you the shivers, makes you think there's so much love to say. And you and me, we'll be singing it like the birds, me with music, and you with words, tell things they don't know. Unto us have to show. It's our time, breathe it in. What's to change and what's to win? Our turn, we're what's new. Me and you, pal, me and you. Me and you, me and you, me and you. Hello 12, hello 13, hello love. Change is up, down below, above.